If you keep telling yourself, "I'm just lazy," this video might change the way you see your entire day. Because what looks like laziness is often something else. Your brain is exhausted from too much input. You wake up and check your phone. You open one app, then another. You get notifications, messages, videos, news, music, snacks, caffeine, and constant tiny rewards before your day has even really started. Then later, when it's time to work out, clean your room, study, build your business, or go to sleep on time, your brain says, "No thanks." Not because you were broken, not because you have no potential, but because your environment is training your attention to chase the easiest reward in the room. So today we're going to talk about overstimulation, why dopamine detox is not the perfect term, and the simple 24-hour reset you can use to make discipline feel easier again. Overstimulation does not mean you have too much dopamine and need to remove pleasure from your life. That is not how the brain works. Dopamine is not a toxin. You need it. It helps with reward, learning, reinforcement, movement, mood, attention, and motivation. The real problem is not dopamine itself. The problem is the pattern. If your day is filled with instant rewards, your brain learns to expect instant rewards. Quick videos, quick food, quick notifications, quick entertainment, quick escape. And slow rewards start to feel painful. Reading feels boring. Exercise feels too hard. Cooking feels annoying. Deep work feels impossible. Going to bed without scrolling feels like punishment. This does not mean your phone is the same as a drug. It means your brain is built to repeat rewarding behaviors, especially when they are easy, available, and attached to cues. Discipline is not just willpower. Discipline is the ability to choose a slower reward when a faster reward is available. That is why discipline feels hardest when your phone is nearby. The workout has a reward later. The phone has a reward now. The book has a reward later. The short video has a reward now. Your future life is competing with the easiest button in the room. And if that button is always within reach, you are not fighting one decision. You are fighting hundreds of tiny decisions all day. This is why so many people feel motivated at night, then fail in the morning. At night, the future feels clean. Tomorrow, you imagine waking up early, drinking water, working out, eating better, focusing deeply, and finally becoming the person you know you could be. But in the morning, your old environment is still there. Your phone is still next to your bed. Your apps are still one tap away. Your sleep was still short. Your room is still messy. Your routine still starts with reaction instead of intention. So the problem is not that you need a new personality. You need a new default. Here is the rule. Do not try to become disciplined by adding more pressure. Become disciplined by removing the easiest distractions first. Most people do the opposite. They say, "Tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., work out for an hour, eat perfectly, journal, meditate, study, and never scroll again." That plan feels powerful for about 12 hours. Then real life hits. A better plan is smaller, less exciting, and much more effective. For the next 24 hours, your goal is not to fix your whole life. Your goal is to make your brain less reactive.
Step 1. No phone for the first 30 minutes after waking up. This is not because your phone is evil. It is because the first input of the day sets the tone for your attention. If the first thing your brain gets is novelty, messages, conflict, comparison, and entertainment, normal life will feel boring immediately after. So for the first 30 minutes, keep your phone away from the bed. Drink water, open a window, walk outside if you can. Make your bed, take a shower, do anything real before you do anything digital. Step 2. Create one boring block. Pick one 45-minute block in your day with no music, no podcasts, no videos, no scrolling, and no multitasking. Use it for one useful thing: cleaning, walking, cooking, planning, studying, writing, or working. This teaches your brain that boredom is not danger. Boredom is the doorway back to focus. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. That is the point. You are not waiting to feel motivated. You are practicing not escaping the second something feels slow. Step 3. Replace. Do not just remove. This is where most dopamine detox advice fails. If you remove every easy pleasure and replace it with nothing, you will eventually rebound. So do not just say, "I won't scroll tonight." Say, "At 8:30, I will put my phone across the room and make tea." Or, "After dinner, I will walk for 10 minutes." Or, "When I want to open an app, I will do 10 push-ups, then decide." You need a replacement because habits do not disappear, they get redirected. Step 4. Protect the last 30 minutes of the day. Your sleep affects everything: hunger, mood, focus, energy, and discipline. If your last input before sleep is a bright screen and infinite content, your brain does not get a clean shutdown. So tonight, set a simple rule: no phone in bed. Not no phone ever, just no phone in bed. Charge it across the room. Use an alarm clock if you need one. Make your bed a place for sleep, not scrolling. This one rule can change your mornings because your morning usually begins the night before. The goal is not to become a monk. The goal is not to quit pleasure. The goal is to make healthy rewards feel rewarding again. A walk, a real conversation, a clean room, a workout, a finished task, a quiet morning. These things are not boring because they are worthless. They feel boring because your attention has been trained by things that move faster. But the good news is that attention can be retrained, not in one magical day, but one default at a time. Start with your first 30 minutes, then your one boring block, then your replacement habit, then your phone-free bed. If you do this for 24 hours, you will not become a new person overnight. But you will prove something important. You are not lazy. You are adaptable. And once you change the inputs, you can change the output. If you want the simple version, here is your reset. No phone for 30 minutes after waking. One 45-minute boring block. Replace one bad habit with one better action. No phone in bed. Try it for 24 hours. And if you want the next step, subscribe to Better Body, Better Mind for simple habits that help you build more energy, discipline, and confidence. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. If you are dealing with depression, anxiety, ADHD, addiction, sleep disorders, or any medical concern, talk to a qualified healthcare professional.